Hello everyone, Andrew here with the market outlook for November. We are on the 1st of November. Just started the month, so I waited for the monthly candle to actually open before recording the market outlook of what I'm expecting this week, because we're gonna have a very volatile rest of the week. Today is Tuesday, so from tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, we're gonna have a lot of news. We're gonna have ADP and also NFP. So I wanted to push this market outlook out just to let you guys know what I'm waiting for this week in terms of trading. First of all, let's take a look at the news. So from the 1st of November all the way to the 4th of November, tomorrow we're gonna have USD ADP news and also FOMC news. So we're gonna have a lot of volatility tomorrow, and also Thursday we're gonna have some GBP news and also some USD news, ESM services, and Friday we're gonna have the non-farm employment change and the unemployment rate, which again will bring a lot of volatility in the market. So now let's move on to the charts to see what we can expect from our pairs. So let's start from the DXY chart. I'm gonna open a new one and go to DXY because it's very interesting as price has started to push up again to fill this imbalance. So we did have this huge drop last week, and then price kinda came back to the 4-hour and daily zone. So you can see the whole daily zone right there, the 4-hour, 1-hour. We are closing in the imbalance right here. So today we had a really nice drop on Asia session, so DXY did drop a lot in Asia section, and then price made a rebound, take out this high and come fill more of that imbalance. So that's why we had a sudden EURUSD, GBPUSD and gold drop. Also there was some news today, so that did cause price to move bearish as well. But next for DXY, I'm expecting it to fill this imbalance completely and maybe even come to this extreme zone right here before giving a nice bearish reaction. I kind of want to see this liquidity here being taken as well on DXY. So what I'm expecting is for price to potentially react from this area and then spike up and then start dropping really hard towards the end of the week. So this is what I'm expecting with ADP, and then with NFP for price to start dropping really hard on DXY. That means that we can finally have the push towards the 1.0 level again on EURUSD. So looking at EURUSD, we just had the 4-hour close. Let's start from the monthly. Monthly did have a push bullish to start the month off, and now I think we're gonna create a bottom wick before starting to push bullish again. Daily time frame is gonna close kind of bearish with a huge wick to the upside, so not really good for buys. That's why I think buys will happen on Friday. Until then, price maybe will consolidate a little bit in this area. 4-hour candle did close bearish engulfing, respecting the supply. It came back to this extreme right here, which is currently respecting. I don't think it's gonna respect it for too long, and I do think we're gonna have that spike down in these areas and then continuing bullish towards the 1.0 and 1.01 level. It's just a matter of time and patience. This right here is a little imbalance that needs to be filled on a 50-minute, but if we take a look on the areas down here, so we do have the 4-hour imbalance which may be filled, but let's just take a look at the 50-minute, and 50-minute does look interesting in this area right here. We can see we have liquidity here, so that's why I'm expecting this low to be taken. I don't think this low is gonna hold. This whole imbalance here was filled in before Asia session, and that push, then we had a drop again into the extreme, and now what I'm waiting for is for price potentially come into these areas right here to take out that liquidity, take out the New York and Frankfurt lows, come there and then potentially reversing. So that again is just based from my knowledge and from what I have seen happen during NFP and ADP news. But let's just mark the full 1-hour candle and just wait for price potentially come there. So this is my plan for this week. I'm gonna wait. Even if it comes lower, it can come lower, so I think price will do something like this, and then tomorrow we're gonna have another drop in this area, giving a nice reaction and then making something like this before starting to push higher. So that is what I'm gonna wait for EURUSD. We did have some news here where price just spiked up and then it came immediately down, took out the low, respected the extreme, and now looks like it can push the upside. Of course, this is not a good time to trade, but for the next few days, that is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting basically for EURUSD to come back above the 1.0 level, and I'm pretty sure about that. So I'm just gonna start looking for buys as soon as the next section comes and the next section comes and so on. Let's take a look at GBPUSD as well, which it did have a nice push right now on the new 4-hour candle, but same thing as EURUSD. Monthly candle did start with a wick to the upside today, and now we are forming the wick to the downside. So that is why I'm expecting price to potentially come lower. I'm probably waiting for this area right here. It's a long shot, but price may start going down there, or we have this kind of 4-hour candle right here, that 4-hour demand zone, but we also have this imbalance right here. So I do see the same thing happening on GBPUSD as well. I do see a small push and then a drop tomorrow, possibly with ADP news, and then consolidating, and with an FP we're gonna have the push towards this high right here to fill the imbalance and potentially go even higher to 1.18. So basically the same thing as EURUSD. Looking at the 1 hour, we have this big imbalance here, which I'm probably gonna target for a trade tomorrow if I see it. So if price does consolidate to the upside, then I'm gonna wait for either London session or New York session with ADP news to potentially spike, take liquidity, and then drop into the imbalance before giving confirmation to go long. So that is my plan for GBPUSD as well. It's pretty straightforward, and I do see this imbalance being taken before price continuing bullish. The final pair I want to go over is gold, which again, if you watched my Telegram group or my last outlook, I did say price will go long from this area, 1620. It did go long for about 500 pips before giving a nice retracement. Unfortunately, these areas did not hold, but I did mark this area and I sent it to the free Telegram group, this flip area right there on the 4 hour, where price came perfectly 60.32. I told you guys in the chat that I'm looking for buys there, and it went up for around 200 pips, which was really nice. Now we do have a retracement, so what I'm expecting is price to potentially come a bit lower into that area, or maybe even take out this low, come into 1630, because we have the Asia low right there. So that is a possibility which aligns with my idea for EURUSD and GBPUSD. So we can see some consolidation to the upside, slowly filling this week before tomorrow with ADP dropping maybe to this area or even lower to this, take out this low here, and then have a huge push to the upside, and then we'll probably start going towards the 1700s level, because we are basically entering the last 2 months of the year, and now this is the time for price on gold especially to start pushing higher again. So I see gold having a huge bullish run towards the end of the year, and I'm just trying to catch the buys and just swing them. So that is why I'm gonna pay a lot of attention to gold. I'm gonna wait for gold to potentially come again into 1640 and take some buys here with ADP news tomorrow, or even lower, 1636. 1630 will be perfect, or even 1624 in this extreme zone. Anywhere in these areas you need to take buys on gold, because price will start going high for sure. So that is what I'm waiting for. That's about it for my pairs that I trade, EURUSD, GBPUSD and gold. I'm basically looking for buys on all 3 pairs to end out, especially for this month, for November. Let's take a quick look at crypto as well, because it has become really interesting. So let's take a look at BTC USD. If you remember, from my last outlook, I did say price will go bullish from here, which it did. He had a push to 21k, which was really nice. We did feel some of this imbalance right here, and now price is just playing around in this area. So I just see price basically ranging in this area, and then depending on what the dollar does, it can start pushing higher again. So I see something like this, and then price to start pushing towards 22k again on BTC this week. Ethereum, basically the same thing. I do see price coming a little bit down, so from this area, maybe 1500s area, respecting there, ranging, and then just starting going higher, 1700. We may again start going bullish on crypto, especially on Bitcoin and Ethereum, because we are approaching the end of the year and everyone wants to put their money into something, into an asset, and the only valuable assets right now are Ethereum, Bitcoin and gold. So that is why I see bullish price action on all of them. So that's about it for this week's market outlook. Of course, if you want to stay up to date every single day, don't forget to join the free Telegram group. The link is in the description. I post charts there basically every single day with possible setups and what I'm waiting for. So I'll see you guys there. Don't forget to like, subscribe this video and leave a comment if you enjoy these market outlooks, and I'll see you guys in the next one.